What if I told you every second spent chasing someone who didn't care was a second stolen from your life? What if every sleepless night, every drop of energy you invested in a person blind to your worth was a debt you can never repay? What if all this emotional turmoil, this endless self-doubt, is nothing but an illusion steering you away from your true purpose? Welcome back to my channel. Imagine each moment you pursued a woman who didn't reciprocate was a theft of your own time. Every night you spend tossing and turning, every ounce of your energy poured into someone who never saw your value is a loss you can't undo. You've been taught to believe in love, in passion, in the chase, even if what you're chasing doesn't exist. But what if, for just a second, you stopped and realized all the confusion and second-guessing are smokescreens? They distract you from the most powerful truth. Your time is your most precious asset, and it can never be reclaimed. How many men waste weeks, months, even years of their lives chasing someone who will never match their devotion? It's time to wake up. There's a lesson hidden in this pain if you choose to see it. The Stoics understood this profoundly. Marcus Aurelius himself said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. If this moment were your last, would you be content with how you spent your time? Or would you regret all the hours squandered on someone who never valued you?" Too many men fall into the trap of confusing need with love, believing affection is something to be hunted, something to earn. But that's not love. That's desperation. True strength comes from within, from self-worth and detachment, from the belief that the world owes you anything, that another's attention is the key to your happiness. What if you stopped wasting time on the wrong people and started living with purpose? What if, instead of seeking someone else's validation, you revered your own time as the sacred resource it is? This is your moment. Break free from the chains of illusion. 5 brutal lessons will strip away every false belief and guide you back to your power. These aren't for the faint-hearted or the self-doubting. They're for warriors ready to reclaim their lives. Stay until the end, because these truths will not only change how you see women, but how you see yourself. When that shift happens, everything else falls into place. If you're done wasting time and chasing the wrong things, hit like, comment, "I deserve better," and subscribe to join me on this journey of self-mastery. Focus on action, not confusing. Attention with affection, but let's be real. That isn't love, not even genuine interest. It's just a game. A woman who truly values you won't toy with your time. She won't breadcrumb you with empty words while keeping you at arm's length. She won't give you just enough attention to keep you orbiting like a minor planet while she centers her world elsewhere. Too many men mistake attention for affection. They take a smirk as a vow, a brief text reply as devotion, a like as a promise. That error costs them their dignity. Stoic philosophers teach us to judge actions, not words, emojis, or social media hearts. If her actions don't match her words, she isn't confused. She's keeping you around for validation, for an ego boost, to know you'll always be there. The moment you stop feeding that mechanism, she vanishes as if she never existed. A high-value man knows that real love isn't a puzzle to solve. It's clear, certain, and undeniable. If you must constantly decode mixed signals, you already have your answer. No answer. You weren't born to be a performer in someone else's drama, nor a fallback option. Respect yourself enough to walk away from confusion, to leave inconsistency behind, to reject anything that makes you question your worth. Because a man who values himself doesn't chase illusions, he commands reality. Love without losing yourself and protect your time. Be the kind of man who can love deeply without surrendering his core, who gives his heart but never his backbone. Draw your strength from within, not from someone else's presence. The brutal reality is, anyone can leave, but the man who has forged himself into something unbreakable will always stand. Number 5. Your time is your power. Protect it ruthlessly. How much of your life have you already sacrificed? How many precious minutes, hours, and years have you thrown away chasing the fleeting attention of someone who doesn't even respect your worth? Every time you overanalyze a text, every time you wait for a call that may never come, every moment you beg for her attention instead of focusing on your own goals, all of it is time stolen from your purpose, from your growth, from becoming the man you were meant to be. The Stoics teach one universal truth, memento mori, remember, you will die. This isn't some distant thought, it's the reality that should fuel every action you take. Do you want to stand before your maker and regret a life wasted? Do you want to see a mountain of lost time spent on someone who barely gave you a second thought? The truth is, you are not promised tomorrow. Time is finite, life is short. Every minute you waste obsessing over someone else is a minute you'll never get back. The clock is ticking and it will never pause for you. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the universe is change, life is perception. You choose whether the world distracts you from your mission or you turn your focus inward towards something greater. If you choose to waste time, it's not because the world is cruel. It's because you allow distractions to steal your soul. A man with purpose does not chase, he attracts through his actions, his character, his unwavering resolve. A high-value man is defined not by the women chasing him, but by the work he does when no one's watching, by the integrity with which he navigates life. To be a Stoic is to master time, to guard it with your life. A Stoic knows every moment is an opportunity to grow, refine, and shape himself into something powerful and irreplaceable. So stop squandering time on off-course pursuits. Stop giving pieces of your soul to distractions. Your time is your power. If you're not ruthlessly protecting it, you're not living as a man of purpose. Guard it like your last breath, for when it's gone forever. Time waits for no one, and if you squander it now, you'll lie on your deathbed with nothing but regrets. Move with purpose, move with power. Build the life you want through discipline and unwavering focus. The right people, the right woman will find you, not because you chase them, but because you're busy chasing greatness, memento mori. Live as if each moment were a gift, because it truly is. These aren't just lessons, but shards of truth that slice through the illusions most men live by. Many will waste decades chasing empty promises and draining relationships. But you're different. You don't have time to waste. Now you no longer let distractions hold you back, because your purpose consumes you completely. The man who loves deeply but never depends builds his empire, builds his life, and then sees everything else slot into place effortlessly. If that struck a chord, if you felt that gut punch realization that you've been wasting time and energy on the wrong pursuits, let me know in the comments below. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone drifting, waiting for a wake-up call. This is it. Hit like, subscribe, and commit to leveling up right now. Remember, the world doesn't wait for the weak. It doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, or your doubts. It only respects power, discipline, and relentless pursuit. So, stop making excuses. Step into your strength, build the man you were born to be, and claim your place among those who shape the world. Only the strong The focused, the unstoppable will rise, the rest will be forgotten. Choose who you will become.